Shabbat Shalom, everyone, and welcome to the temple. We begin our service singing together, Hinei Matov Umanaim, how good and how pleasant it is to be here together, spending Shabbat together.
Hinei Matov Umanaim, Sheverachim gam yachad. Hinei matov umanayim, sheverachim gam yachad. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hinei matov umanayim, sheverachim gam yachad. Hinei matov umanayim, sheverachim gam yachad.
I would like to invite Anthony and Vicky Minston to lead us in the blessings over the candles and the fruit of the vine. We turn to page 2 for the blessings for the candles of Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot and commands us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kirshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lihadlik ner shel
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pri hagafen. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pri hagafen. Amen.
Thank you, Vicky and Anthony, and we turn now to page 20 to welcome the Sabbath bride, singing together Lecha Dodi.
Lecha dodi likrat kala yalala 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 pnei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala yalala 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 pnei Shabbat nikabela. Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad ishmianu el hameyuchad. Adonai echad u'shmo echad l'shem ultiferet v'litila. Lecha dodi likrat kala yalala 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 pnei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala yalala 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 pnei Shabbat nikabela.
And we turn to page 28 as we rise for the Baruch Hu. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, forcefully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzvaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch Ata Adonai, Ama'ariv Aravim. We turn now to page 34 for the calling of the Shema.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruchim Kivod Malchuto Leolam Vaed.
Please be seated. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. And these words which I command you on this day shall be upon your heart, shall be upon your heart, and you shall teach them diligently unto your children, and you shall speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up, and when you rise up, and you shall bind them for a sign upon your hand, and they shall be for frontlets between your eyes, and you shall write them on the doorposts of your house, and upon your gates, and upon your gates, that you may remember and do all of my commandments, and be holy unto your God, unto your God, unto your God.
This Shabbat is the last Shabbat of the book of Genesis. Our Torah portion is getting us ready to enter the book of Exodus, the book where the greatest miracle of all happened, the crossing of the Sea of Reeds. So especially for this Shabbat, we have kind of a new melody, a more exciting melody to enter the book of Exodus. Mi Chamocha on page 40.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש. נורא תהילות עושה פלא, נורא תהילות עושה פלא, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש.
Give us a place to rest, Adonai our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth, for with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. ברוך אתה אדוני, הפורש סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים.
ישמחו במלכותך, שמרי 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 שבת, בקורא עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שמרי 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 שבת, בקורא עונג שבת. מקדשי שבי שבת, כולם ישביעו ויתענגו מטובך שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שמרי 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 שבת, בקורא עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שמרי 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 שבת, בקורא עונג שבת. והשביעי רצית בו, רצית בו וקידשת שבת. חילות ימים אותו קראת שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שמרי 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 שבת, בקורא עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שמרי 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 שבת, בקורא עונג שבת. זיגי למעשי בראשית שבת. זיגי למעשי בראשית שבת.
rise now for the tefillah on page 46.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise.
ברוך אתה אדוני, אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו, אלוהי אברהם, אלוהי יצחק ואלוהי יעקב, אלוהי שרה, אלוהי רבקה, אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, God of our fathers and mothers, God of Abraham, God of Isaac, and God of Jacob, God of Sarah, God of Rebekah, God of Rachel, and God of Leah. The great, mighty, and awesome God, transcendent God, who bestows loving kindness, creates everything out of love, remembers the love of our fathers and mothers, and brings redemption to their children's children for the sake of the divine name. Sovereign deliverer, helper, and shield, blessed are you, Adonai, Sarah's helper, Abraham's shield. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. You are forever mighty, Adonai. You give life to all. You cause the wind to shift and rain to fall. You sustain life through love, giving life to all. Through great compassion, supporting the fallen, healing the sick, freeing the captive, keeping faith with those who sleep in the dust. Who is like you, source of mighty acts? Who resembles you? A sovereign who takes and gives life, causing deliverance to spring up, and faithfully giving life to all. Blessed are you, Adonai, who gives life to all. Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hakol. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai, Ael HaKadosh. Please be seated as we turn to page 61 for the blessing for Shalom. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name allow every home and every heart. Praised are you, Eternal One, who blesses our people with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, המברך את עמו ישראל בשלום.
Be
We all need healing and courage and strength in our lives, in the life of everyone that is dear to us. The Misha Berach that can be found on page 253 is a prayer asking God to grant us all courage and strength and healing.
Before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say,
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. We're reading the last Torah portion of the book of Genesis, and we're saying goodbye to our ancestors and their stories, the stories of Abraham and Isaac and Jacob and Joseph and all the brothers of Joseph, the children of Jacob. The Torah portion is called Vayechi, which means, and he lived, but it's actually about the death of Jacob and later on about the death of Joseph. And it's about a very important part of life, and that is the proper way to die. I think that the description of Jacob's death is the longest description of someone's dying in the entire Bible. He also gets to die the way I think everybody wishes to leave this world. He's very old. He's like 140 something, I don't remember exactly, but last time he was 137, and that's like 17 years after that, so he's very old. Plus, he has all his children around him on his deathbed, and he gets to speak to each one of them, and he gets to bless each one of them. And on top of that, he even gets to see his grandchildren and to bless them, and to speak to his children and his grandchildren about his vision for the future. And I want to focus on only one part of this great description of a great person, a great persona, our ancestor Jacob's death. And that is the way he blesses his grandchildren, Menashe and Ephraim. And he says the following when he sees them on his deathbed and gets to bless them and puts his hands on them. He says to them, Yesimchem Elohim, may God make you like Ephraim and Menashe. It's an amazing blessing, and the blessing is longer than that, but that formula, Yesimchem Elohim ke'Ephraim u'Menashe, may God make you like Ephraim and Menashe, became the formula that till today we bless our boys, our children that are males, just like he did. And it's an amazing thing that we still use the same blessing, but the truth is we don't really get the blessing. Because when we say at every bar mitzvah at every wedding, at every occasion, sometimes at every Shabbat, to a boy, Yesimcha Elohim ke'Ephraim u'ke'Menashe, may God make you like Ephraim and Menashe. What we're actually saying to them is, take Ephraim and Menashe as a role model and try and be like them. They were great, try and be as great as they were. But when Jacob is saying to Ephraim and Menashe, may God make you like Ephraim and Menashe, he's using their names. So actually it's a totally different blessing, a much better, a much more important blessing. He's saying to them, may God make you be yourself. And that's the most important blessing we can have in our lives. May, with the help of God, and mainly with our own efforts, our own help, our own resources, may we be blessed enough to be able to know what we really are, to be true to who we really are, and to make of our lives what we ought to be. May we live a life where we don't try to imitate anyone else. We don't want to be as great as Jacob or Ephraim or Menashe or Churchill or whatever. We just want to fulfill the potential, the divine potential that is in every one of us. When we finish a book in the Torah, we always say together, Chazak, Chazak, Venit Chazak. May we go from strength to strength. Boy, do we need to continue and to go from strength to strength. May we go from strength to strength. And may this coming year that just began, 2021, be much better, much healthier, and much happier than the year that just ended. Shabbat Shalom. We go to page 42 for our anthem, which is based on Ashkiveinu.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkivenu lishalom. V'ha'amidenu, shomrenu lichayim. Ufros aleinu, sukkah shomecha. Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkivenu lishalom. Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkivenu lishalom. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from the storm. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms.
And we rise now as we turn to page 283 for the Aleinu. We read together. Let us adore the ever-living God and render praise unto you, who spreads out the heavens and established the earth, whose glory is revealed in the heavens above, and whose greatness is manifest throughout the world. You are our God, there is none else.
ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. On this Shabbat, we remember especially Lani Nafusi, Marian Morgulan, John A. D'Angelo, Joseph Goldberg, Anita Baumann, Zelda Tasman, Grace Sayre, Gertrude Treiber, Angela Nafusi, Rebecca Matz, Rose Brownstein, Lina Judah, Maria Lineskaya, Milton Frank, David Klein, Georgia Russell, Hannah Yanov Steinberg, Stuart Mann, Bella Gottlieb, Elaine Kahn, Suzette Gerdy, Marty Weinstock, Matilda Marks, Fanny Lowenstein, Celia Brill, Martin Bailin, Yair Ribak, Donna Cohen, Betty Herzog Pure, Jerome Klein, Louis Marks, Jonathan England, Richard Shapiro, Mark Gladstein, Gail Schack, Ruth Portman Rubenstein, Moshke Talis, Harry Merenblum, Betty Merenblum, Lillian Lieberman, Matthew Fink Jr., Kenyon Anderson, Joseph Lowenthal, Sanford, Wasserstorm, William Silver, James Klein, and in recent days, Ellen Beiser. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. With the blessed memories from our loved ones in our hearts, we rise as we turn to page 294 for the Mourner's Kaddish. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברך חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהא שמי רבה מברך לעלם ולעולמי עלמיה, ישתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעלה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהא שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. זיכרונם לברכה, may the memory of our loved ones come to be a blessing and a benediction to us all. Amen. Our closing song is Od Yavo Shalom. It's on page 353.
Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu, Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu ve'al kulam. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם. סלם עלינו ועל כל העולם, סלם שלום. סלם עלינו ועל כל העולם, סלם שלום. עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם. עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם. סלם עלינו ועל כל העולם, סלם שלום. סלם עלינו ועל כל העולם, סלם שלום. עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו, עוד יבוא שלום עלינו ועל כולם.
יהי רצון מלפניך, אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אמותינו, שתוליכנו לשלום ותשמחנו לשלום. May it be your will, Adonai our God and God of our ancestors, that we be guided on the paths of shalom, of well-being and wholeness and peace, and that you always protect us from every harm and evil on our way. Bless the work of our hands and grant us grace, loving kindness, and compassion in your eyes, in the eyes of everyone who sees us. Adonai Shalom, bless us with a Shabbat of Shalom. Shalom to our bodies, Shalom to our souls, Shalom to our minds. Shabbat Shalom.
Amen, amen. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.